Oh, it's Ronnie Hendricks.
Ah. Who's come on? It's not Johan. It is. It's Kyle. No, he's over there. Kyle's there. Over there, right side. Over there. There, he's there. And we're back here on Coventry TV for live coverage of the second half of today's Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division match between Coventry United and Ilkeston Town. There has been a half-time substitution for the Red and Greens. I can tell you that Dharma Sinclair has been replaced for Coventry United, and coming on for his Coventry United debut, Ronnie Hendricks. United 3-0 down at half-time. They have to go some to get back into this game. United have come back from deficits like that before. Let's see what happens. We're going into the second half with an open mind. An open goal wouldn't go amiss. Ellis to Thornton. Deflected past to Kerwin Ellis. Bit of a shove in the back there on Johan Samas. Draws a good save. Mitchell down low to his right, managed to cling on to the ball as McDonald was hoping to pick up the scraps, but there weren't any. Good hands. Up goes Hendricks to win the header. Downs to Prinzel. Prinzel launches it up. Good chest control by Kerwin Ellis. Coventry United on the offensive. McDonald tries to roll it on for Ellis. Ellis could be through here, but cleared in time by Jemson. First time pass by Prinzel, rolls across to Hendricks, playing at left wing back and play anywhere across the wing. He can also play up front of probably the Coventry City Academy, and it slid into touch. Good intervention by Wheatley. Hendricks with a throw to Downs. Forces Hodkinson to the ground, free kick. Hodkinson, scorer of a spectacular second goal. Footlights taking over as the sun sets beyond the horizon. Hopefully it's the start of a new beginning for the Red and Greens in this second half. It's Marshall switching the play with a free kick. Looking for Walker, header up by Ben Valence, who's playing on the right side now. Tries to hold off Walker. Walker's cross, deflected, corner kick. Ilkeston will be looking to wrap up the 3 points with a fourth goal. The Red and Green Army have congregated behind the goal United are shooting at. That goal has seen the majority of the action so far in the second half, but for the first time since the break, it's Ilkeston piling on the pressure and looking for goal number 4 to effectively end the match. In from the left, simple clearance by Ronnie Hendricks, and drilled towards the net by Bennett. Easily blocked, and now United head up with the counter. Prinzel was being held, free kick Coventry United. Prinzel got the ball away. It was headed towards, I believe it was going towards McDonald. It wouldn't have found its intended target, so throw in Coventry United, fair result. Ilkeston, a big name in non-league, a former Step 3 side. After financial issues, have fallen down a few divisions, won promotion last year from Step 6. Taken over by the Notts County chairman, who cleared the club's debts and put together a sound infrastructure for the future. Coventry United and Ilkeston are like that they are building for future success. Samas evades the side challenge of Wheatley and Marshall. Can't take it away from the third though. And it's taken a touch off Samas on the way through. A sliding Charlie Jemson, I should say. Sending it into touch Up line by Marshall. Hodgkinson being held off the shoulder of Hendricks. Thornton shoved to the ground. Referee says no foul. Marshall up the right-hand side. Reeves being blocked off. Allows Caswell to get off his line. It's volleyed clear by Ben Valance. Great header by Bennett, sends it straight back to where it came from. Bounces awkwardly, but there is Caswell to grab onto it. Reeves was hoping the ball would fall kindly for him. It didn't. Now Valance strides towards the halfway line, up towards McDonald. McDonald couldn't get a touch on it. Jemson finds Dixon down the left. Dixon, slide by Rob Prinzel, stops it from finding the feet of Hodgkinson. Throw in to the Robins. The throw to come from the left back, Billy Bennett. Bennett up line. Hodgkinson keeps it in. That will be not a Ilkeston throw. Hodgkinson blasting it off the leg of Valance. Throw should be a few yards further up than that. The referee allowing it though. Dixon trying to create some space, but it's to Walker. Bennett, can he get the cross away? Bennett blocked up by his opposite number 3 and Ben Valance. It's a tame cross blocked by the heel of Valance, and now Kev Thornton will instigate. Well, hoping to instigate the move upfield, but pass blocked by Bennett. It will be a throw, virtually the same position as the previous one. This time to Coventry United. Valance's throw towards the centre. Missed hit by Jamal Clark. And as White hit it towards the right-hand side, the ball had already gone, but he ran straight into Hendricks. In all fairness to Hendricks, I don't think there's an awful lot he could have done about that. White just went straight into him. It's quite a harsh free kick. The referee's decision is final, and Ilkeston will have the chance, by dubious means, to add to their advantage. It's probably not shooting range for Bennett, with 4 red shirts stacked in the penalty area towards the far post. Can any of those players get their bonds on it and send it towards Caswell's net? Almost everything is falling for Ilkeston, so you wouldn't bet against it. It's Bennett going for goal himself, and an acrobatic save by Brad Caswell. That's why the Red and Green Army love him. Bennett had one thing in mind, and if it wasn't for some superb goalkeeping from Brad Caswell, he would have been celebrating one of the goals of his life. Sent in from the right. Hendricks sends it straight back to where it came from. Drew across the face of goal, slowed by Hodgkinson, blocked, and Hendricks will get it clear. Hendricks looks for Kyle Carey. It's picked up by Shaw, the captain. Back to the goalkeeper Mitchell, closed down by Shaquille McDonald. Gets it away to Shaw, now Dixon. Back to Mitchell in goal. Mitchell. Upfield, nodded on by the head of Bennett. Reeves shrugged off the ball by Clark. Back to Caswell. Hasty clearance by the Leamington goalkeeper on loan from the Step Free club. Left the ball down the right. Overhead kick by Ronnie Hendricks. Nearly fell for Hodgkinson. Still might for Reeves. Clark. Hendricks couldn't control. Steps in on White, but White retains it across the left-hand side with Bennett. Slots it through. Reeves to make it safe. Comfortable save for Caswell. Talk about safe hands from Caswell. Thornton rolls it to the left. Here's Hendricks making his way into enemy territory. Thornton waits for options. Plays it short to Downs. Hendricks. Good progress being made down this left-hand side by Coventry United. Ronnie Hendricks. Cross. Swing and a miss by McDonald. Falls to Kyle Carey. Well saved. McDonald blocked. Will United ever score this goal? What do they have to do to hit the back of the net? I think it's safe to say it's not Coventry United's day. But one of the Ilkeston players has taken one for the team. One of the defenders has stayed down. Jake Holt's going to prepare down the touchline for Coventry United. Well, on the bench, United have Kyle Barnett, Scott Hammond, Jake Holt, Ryan Palmer. They've already made one change of Ronnie Hendricks coming on. It's been a much more promising start to the second half of the Red and Greens, but they will have to start scoring soon. We've already had 10 second half minutes here on CUTV. The score remains Ilkeston Town 3, Coventry United 0 in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. Our next men's coverage takes place on Monday, live from the Red and Green's old stomping ground, Spinks Drive. It's the Coventry derby, Coventry Spinks versus Coventry United on Bank Holiday Monday. You will not want to miss this. And our next coverage on CUTV is a ladies' match taking place on Sunday, live from Stadium MK, the home of Milton Keynes Dons ladies. We'll be kicking off at 5 to 2 on Sunday, and as with every single Coventry United men's and ladies' match this season, you can find commentary and video highlights of each match here on CUTV. Highlights of today's match will be online tomorrow morning. And as usual, if you are enjoying today's coverage, make sure to hit the thumbs up button below the video. Leave a comment with your feedback. Subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive content. If you want a notification when videos go on air, you can hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button. And we're on Twitter at CovUnitedTV. I'm on Twitter at TheRealLiamCook. After that stoppage in play to tend to the injured Ilkeston player, we're going to have a drop ball. No free kick was given following that double effort at goal from Shaquille McDonald. Somehow United still couldn't find the back of the net. Right now the goal could be a mile long, and I still don't think United would score because it just hasn't fallen for them. They've had some amazing chances, and by hook or by crook, whether it's a bad miss or an outstanding bit of defending or goalkeeper, you just haven't been able to find that first goal. And honestly, the way it's going, I think one goal could open up the floodgates for United. That little bit of confidence is just lacking for the Red and Green so far. We've seen it so far with Ilkeston. That first goal gave them the confidence to push on and grab the second and grab the third. United need that same break. Thornton strides away from Hodkinson, a bit of a shove in the back there by the attacker. Free kick, Coventry United. Tries the free kick, Hodkinson stood firm, and it will be retaken. Taken short, rolled by Downs to Thornton. Here's Luke Downs in the centre circle, Hendricks free on the left-hand side. Samas knocks it across the face of goal by Hendricks. Shaw sends it towards the wing again, but now it's Marshall striding away. Looking for Reeves. He's beyond Clark, is he? No, he shoulders Clark to the ground. Good strike by Elliot Reeves. Reeves continues and barged off the ball. Clark saying, there, go on, have one back. Downs, now United on the counter. Hendricks, neat footwork to keep it away from White and from Hodkinson. Thornton tries to switch the play to Carey, only as far as Bennett, and now Ilkeston passing it around the midfield. A wayward ball down the left flank gives Coventry United the throw about 10 yards into enemy territory, and another Ilkeston injury. It looks like it's Bennett again who's down. He's back on his feet. And Bennett may well require some more treatment. In fact, he may well be coming off. Ilkeston are making a change here. He is indeed. Billy Bennett replaced. And it's Ben Fairclough coming on. So Billy Bennett replaced by Ben Fairclough. First change of the match for Ilkeston. Coventry United have already made one as well. Ball from the right by Valence, heading straight back to where it came from. Nodded on by Valence. Unchallenged header. United managed to get it back in section by Downs. Kevin Thornton flicked it up, and again, here's Ronnie Hendricks. It's a 1-2 with Clark. Hendricks looking to skip past White. Down the left-hand side, Sam's have to go some to get there. He does get there, squares it, looking for McDonald. He would have had the goal in a plate if it wasn't for the intervention of Charlie Jemson. Outstanding defending from Ilkeston Town. On any other day, United could have had 2 or 3. Great side challenge on Valence by Dixon. Everything that Ilkeston have put together has come off today. Valence will knock it back to Caswell in goal. Here's Kevin Thornton. I think a holding midfield role at the moment. Now Ronnie Hendricks. Pass to Downs, easily intercepted by Hodkinson. White wants it forward. Reeves in there too. Trying to switch the play to Reeves. Reeves was offside. I don't think the striker was catching it anyway. Downs gets the ball rolling again. Here's Kirby Ness. We've seen a bit of a shove in the back there by Fairclough. This is the way to Downs. Now Thornton. Hendricks making the run down the left-hand side. Thornton doesn't see him. The referee's blocked the ball. Ellis gets there though. Apologies from the referee. United will continue. Here's Jamal Clark. Looks for Hendricks. Cannons up the chest of the former Coventry City youngster. It's Ronnie Hendricks taking on Marshall. Crossed by Hendricks. Nearly falls for Ellis. Only as far as Johan Samas. Caught well in mid-air there by Liam Mitchell. I think it was just lifting over the woodwork anyway, but Mitchell was taking no chances. There has been a sizable improvement for the Red and Greens in the second half, but again, it just has not been enough. We've got half an hour to go, and it remains Ilkeston Town 3, Coventry United 0. As usual, today's coverage is sponsored by Current, building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. Throw in Fairclough. Can Fairclough get it in? Tries to slide it in for Hodkinson. Prinzel and cleared by Valence. Sent back where it came from. It's Reeves, tries to flick it on, headed away by Prinzel again. Now Kevin Thornton looks to dribble it clear. There's space on the left for Hendricks. Finds Hendricks again, who's made a good impact since coming on for another debutant in Sinclair. A nice slide on Hodkinson, takes it away from Thornton. Dixon. Now it's Fairclough advancing. Offside against Reeves, falling foul of that flag again. It's a close one. The linesman certainly better placed than we are, and there is going to be a Coventry United change, if I'm not mistaken. That's Jake Holt getting ready. It's Kevin Thornton coming off. Thornton wasn't Coventry to complete the full 90. You complain that he was still a little bit stiff after the Saturday match against Worcester. After coming back from injury so soon, Thornton couldn't have been expected to play a full 90 minutes. And Jake Holt, who's injured in that Worcester match, has been past fit and will come on for the final half an hour. Disappointing day for Thornton. His first match, competitive match as captain, starting from the first whistle. It hasn't gone the way he wanted. Caswell sends it forward, looking for Kervin Ellis. It's off the back of the Ilkeston defender. Opens it up again for Hendricks. Johan Samas backs into Marshall. Overlap being made by Hendricks. Samas goes with the cross himself, headed away again. Here's Tim Hodkinson, scorer of the second goal. What a goal it was. Takes on Luke Downs, cuts inside. Pass blocked by Downs.
Well done, Jordan.
Reeves.
Well, Jordan.
Just went through the legs of Hendricks. An opportunity now for White to get it in from the right-hand side. It's Lavelle White taking on Downs. Needs options. Down line to Wheatley. Unchallenged header by Rob Prinzel away. Only as far as Walker.
Deliver.
Fairclough. Cannons up. Ben Valence. He can't keep it within the confines of the pitch. Throw in. Level with the penalty area on the left flank for the Robins. Dixon receives the throw to feet. Crossing opportunity for Walker. Skips away from the challenge. Here's Dixon again. Wheatley in support. Heavy first touch from White, takes it away from him. Here's Jake Holt.
Come on,
Clear it only as far as Dixon. Looks for the through ball into Reeves, a little bit too through for Reeves' liking, and volleyed away by Caswell in goal. Looking for Shaquille McDonald, headed on by Kerwin Ellis, nearly found McDonald again. McDonald hassling and harrying Jamie Walker, who's playing at left back now in place of Bennett. It's back with Mitchell between the sticks. McDonald puts him under pressure. Mitchell doesn't sweat and boots it clear. Swing and a miss by Fairclough, allows Downs onto it. Valance looking for Kyle Carey, it bounces away from Downs.
Right on, Jim.
Everything United are throwing it. Ilkeston at the minute, they seem to be rebounding. Caswell. Headed on by Kerwin Ellis, chest control by Samas. It's back to two Ilkeston defenders. And Samas finds his way out of a sticky situation. Downs taken out by the follow through from Hodkinson. Referee says play on. Clark skips away from the challenge of Hodkinson, rolls it out wide. Ben Valance on the right flank. Valance. Upfield to Kyle Carey. Can you instigate the comeback here? It's Kyle Carey with the cross, headed clear by Shaw. Carey looks for the seconds, won't reach them. Reeves, ball to Hodkinson. Sees a touch by Downs, back with United now. Samas went to ground, referee says no foul. If that's the case, then Samas is going to be booked for diving. Indecision possibly there from the referee. Fairclough looking to make United pay for that failed attack. Runs into Ben Valance, and any player in this division will tell you Ben Valance is not a player you want a one-on-one with. Holt. Hendricks on his Coventry United debut after his move today from Racing Club Warwick. Now it's with Luke Downs, run being made through by Kyle Carey to get one back. Looking for Kerwin Ellis, he could have had a go himself, but it hit the leg of Charlie Jebson. It would have been on a plate for Ellis. And Dixon, racing at Holt, holds him off, and now it plays it down line to Marshall. Wheatley. Jordan Wheatley. Still yet to be closed down at the freedom of Derbyshire there. Ilkeston look cool, calm and comfortable on the ball. And they're heading to a rather easy victory.
Same way, same way.
25 minutes to go here on CUTV. Remains Ilkeston Town 3, Coventry United 0. The ball was back with Mitchell, closed down by Ellis. But again, Mitchell under no real pressure. Headed up by Jamal Clark. Hendricks beaten in the air by White. Stabbed on by Hodkinson. Reeves gives chase. He's onside this time, but he won't reach the ball. Prinzel back to Caswell. Caswell will clear. Finds Holt. Ellis jumps over the slide challenge. McDonald slots it through for Ellis. Oh, too far for Ellis to go. And Ellis barrels into the fullback Tom Marshall. Free kick to Ilkeston. And there's going to be a third and final substitution for Coventry United. That's Johan Samas coming off. I believe it's Ryan Palmer coming on. Or is it? No, in fact, no, that's number 18. We haven't got a number 18 down. That looks like Scott Hammond to me. He was supposed to be wearing the number 14 shirt, but it must have been lost in the wash. So I can say that is Scott Hammond coming in on the left-hand side. Hammond. His first impact on the game, taken out with the slider. Marshall, referee waves it away. Marshall boots it at the other end of the field. Unconventional block by Clark. Only sends it as far as White though. Lavelle White looking for the opportunity for Reeves, who, with all his dangerous running, has not had the opportunity to add to the scoreline. Ilkeston don't look the goal for it they were before the break, but United just haven't been able to break down the Ilkeston defence. Holtz lobs it right. Carey to Valance. Past Fairclough well. Hammond, now Holt. Kyle Carey looking for Ben Vance on the right hand side, easily picked up. As Reeves was tugged down by Rob Prinzel, that'll be a free kick. Referee wants a word with the United defender. 25 minutes gone here on CUTV. Ilkeston Town 3, Coventry United 0, still the current score. And a yellow card for Rob Prinzel. I believe that's the first yellow card of the match. It is indeed, and that is a booking for Rob Prinzel. The free kick. Walker. Reeves stabs it into the ground. Elliot Reeves. Slices across the face of goal. The goal just won't come for Reeves. Here's Hendricks now. United are underway once again. Ronnie Hendricks. Hammond. Oh, neat skill by Hammond. Free kick Coventry United. Was caught by Marshall on his way through. Just ciphered it past Tom Marshall. Holt runs into Dixon. Referee says play on as Ilkeston retain the ball. Here's Hodkinson. Down line to Marshall. And Ilkeston just trying to calm things down. Taking a step back here. Shaw receives it from Jemson. Offside against Hodkinson. The long ball from the back. And the Ilkeston fans behind the goal not too pleased with that one. It's been in the air by Jemson, but it falls to Downs. Dragged down, referee unmoved. Here's Jake Holt. Space on the right for Kyle Carey. It's Carey's cross. Headed away by Shaw. Carey could get a second crack at it. Valance taken out. Referee gives the free kick against Coventry United. Both players sliding in for it. Fairclough and Valance going for the same ball by the same method. And according to the referee, it's Valance who's caused the infringement. Reeves is offside. There will be a free kick to the red and greens, and use their own penalty area to the offside. Hammond. Hendricks. Off to the right hand side. Carey into McDonald. McDonald brings it down, lays it off. Jake Holt charged down. Valance. Valance in, volleyed away. Holt. And Dixon able to dribble it clear. Offside again.
You what? Should have got Specsavers, man.
No, Ilkeston fans asking the wondered if he's put his contacts in this morning. Sent upfield by Hendricks. Jemson nearly caught in possession by McDonald. Fair credit to United, they are not giving up here. McDonald catching the ball but sending it into the car park. New ball, please. Coming up to the last 15 minutes here on CUTV. Mitchell will take the goal kick. There it goes. Mitchell in the air by Valance. Carey picks up the loose ball. Downs. Going to find a way around Dixon. Here's Ellis. Curving Ellis tries to take on Walker. Finds a way around. Here's Holt. Tussle with Hodkinson. Finds Kyle Carey. Pass blocked by Hodkinson. Now Fairclough. Ben Fairclough. Look for Reeves, cut out by Prinzel. Balance to Holt. Jake Holt. Emphatic switch of the play, nodded towards the goalkeeper Mitchell by Marshall. And it's into the hands of Mitchell.
Go ahead, Tom, run it off.
Mitchell's boots up the field off the head of Jamal Clark. Downs across to Jake Holt. McDonald back to Holt. Looking right, Carey's there. Carey receives it. United halfway into enemy territory. The cross is poor. Clearance is picked up by Downs. Plays a 1-2 with Jake Holt. It's Luke Downs. Looks for Hendricks on the left. Neat control by Ronnie Hendricks. Moves back to White. Down line to Hammond. Scott Hammond. Carey at the far post. Heads it out, goal kick. I don't think United fans would mind if the whistle was blown right now. Terry Anderson trying to rally the troops. It has been a disappointing night with all accounts for the Red and Greens. And Fairclough would have been through on goal if it wasn't for an overhead kick by Jamal Clark. Sends it into touch for the throw. So we've got the ball back. Thanks to Clark's acrobatics, it was sent away. Crossing opportunity for Fairclough. Fairclough's cross, Hodkinson, chest control, can get the shot away. He would have done it if it wasn't for Downs. Downs clears. Carey caught in possession by Fairclough. Shaw dinks it towards the penalty area. Offside against Hodkinson. I think that's the wrong decision. I think that's the wrong decision there from the referee's assistant. Hodkinson looked onside. United will push on, look for a consolation. Holt to Hendricks. Here's Scott Hammond. Cuts inside from Marshall, tries to evade White. Kicking up grass on his way. Hammond shot cannons off the defender. And now Elliot Reeves, who still isn't on the score sheet, looks to change that as he races down the right. And a great challenge from behind by Scott Hammond. Takes the ball out of play. Cries from behind the goal from the Ilkeston fans, but it was all good.
Like your 18 who's come on, that was a fantastic player. Got pace and everything. He lost it there and he won the tackle down. Very skillful.
Jemson across the shore. And Scott Hammond getting some praise from the home support. And over in that ball, Will, though, from the back straight into the grasp of Brad Caswell. Also, after hearing some of the fans' opinions, I think there may be some designs on Ben Valance coming this week. Might be a 7-day form or two coming in. Jamal Clark for Coventry United. Now Jake Holt. Prinzel. Around 10 minutes to go. Prinzel in towards Curry Nelson in the penalty area. Held off again. More of the same, unfortunately. First 20 minutes of the second half, United looked to be a threat. But since then, the Red and Greens have accepted they're not getting anything out of this match, and really are just trying to see this game out with the dignity that they've got left. Goalkeeper's kick off the head of Reeves, back to Caswell in goal for Coventry United. Here's Downs. Can United get one back? Ellis. Once you've got one, the others come easier. Hammond. Through ball was a little too pacey for Ronnie Hendricks. Throw to come from Marshall. Hodkinson the target. Hodkinson nods it on. It's behind Reeves. And Prinzel all the way back to Caswell. It seems to be a recurring theme in the minute. Long ball from the back from Ilkeston. Back to the keeper. Up the other end. Rinse, lather and repeat. Long ball from the back for United this time. Just out of play for a throw. And unfortunately, we try and find the joy in every minute of football that we can here at CUTV. But the last few minutes are beginning to drag. Hodkinson nods on the throw. Clark should get to that ahead of Reeves, does. Caswell closed down by Reeves, gets the ball away just in time. Prinzel heading up forward as sort of a centre forward, which you've seen him do before. Headed by Edison to the box, volleyed clear by Marshall, sent back where it came from by Downs. Hammond into the area, but Ellis again stopped from receiving the ball. At a cracking ball towards Lavelle White. White taking on Clark. Could we be set for goal number 4 for Lavelle White? Deflected. Hodkinson beaten to the rebound from Holt. Here's Ben Fairclough thinking about the long range spectacular. It's Fairclough, slots it through. And White, where it was a shotter across, it's high and ineffective. I don't think the Tours R Us Giraffe was getting on that one, let alone Peter Crouch. The ball bounces back to Mitchell between the sticks. Mitchell puts the ball on the ground and boots it away. And slices it out of play. For a throw halfway into United territory to Ilkeston Town on the Robins left. As you can expect, Ilkeston in no hurry. Fairclough shields it from Carey. Fairclough's cross off the bonce of Clark. McDonald. Only as far as Wheatley for Ilkeston. Shaw's long range ball off the head of Carey, only as far as Walker, whose attempt at a long ball is into the stand for a goal kick. So we're coming up to around 10 minutes left. Here at CUTV, it's still Ilkeston Town 3, Coventry United 0 in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. Scott Hammond's impressed off the bench. Now Jake Holt lofts it to the right. It's a great ball from Holt. And Carey able to retain possession. Kyle Carey steps away from Dixon, but Dixon's challenge finds Hodkinson. Here's Tim Hodkinson, scorer of the second goal. Lavelle White, Hodkinson wants it back. Still going White. Wheatley finds Fairclough. A nice little back heel by Carey. Wins it back for United. McDonald. Downs. Holt. Now United have some space. Slide from behind by White. Didn't seem to get the ball. Referee allows it. Cross over the head of Rob Prinzel, but Shaw's clearance gives United a throw. Balances throw. Kervin Ellis. A few step-overs, he tries to find a way past Fairclough. Balance as Ellis goes to ground. Down his cross, diving header by Shaw, gets it away for now. Fairclough finishes the job. Here's Elliot Reeves. Downs closes him down but can't get the ball. Walker looking to send Hodkinson on his way, bounces away towards Ronnie Hendricks, nodded back to Caswell. Jake Holt for the Red and Greens.
Go on, Lavelle, press him.
Ronnie Hendricks. McDonald, Holt. Now Downs, United firmly in Ilkeston territory. Will they stay there? Will they make inroads towards the box? Hammond's cross and nodded back to his own goalkeeper by Charlie Jemson. Congratulations all round from the defence. They've held firm in this second half from a much stronger United presence heading forward. But still, Terry Anderson's team have not been able to break their scoreless duck in this match. It'll be the first time they've failed to score all season. Holt. Carey. In towards Kerwin Ellis. Ellis got his bonce on it but couldn't send it towards the net. Now will be a goal kick. Coventry United fans behind the goal, backing their boys until the final whistle, as they do every single week. The scoreline may not always be in United's favour, but the fans usually are. And it's going to be another change for Ilkeston. Their second change, I believe. It's Elliot Reeves coming off. And coming on, it's number 12, and that is Alex Marshall. Not sure if he's related to Tom Marshall. So for the last 5 minutes or so, it's Alex Marshall on for Elliot Reeves. Clark wins the header from the goal kick. McDonald. Carey to Holt. Clark curls it to the left with Ronnie Hendricks. Sliding block. Hammond lets it go for the throw. Hammond to Holt. McDonald still tying his shoelaces. He turns around and realises we've got a game going on here. Hendricks to Holt. It's a great ball from Holt. Great range of passing from the veteran midfielder. Carey couldn't bring it down, and Walker boots it clear. Chest control by Downs, who again has done well today. But here's Alex Marshall taking it away from the United midfielder. United want the throw in. They're not going to get it. Frustration from Terry Anderson at the United touchline. Expectations are always high at United, but a title challenge wasn't fully expected this season. It's been a solid start to the season for Coventry United. 2 wins and a draw in their opening 3 matches. But match number 4 seems to be heading for defeat. Clark back to Caswell. Was impressed in his opening 3 matches for United. Hammond. Ellis barges Marshall off the ball. Kerwin Ellis makes his way towards the net. Shaquille McDonald into the path of Rob Prinzel, deflected. Will Hammond try and cross it or let it go for the corner? Hammond does cross it. And away by Dixon. Fairclough to Hodkinson. Hodkinson, long range pass down the left. Will it be too far for Alex Marshall to go? No, it won't. Substitute keeps it in, but slips. And Valence will take advantage of that and play it back to Caswell. Ronnie Hendricks all the time and space in the world to deal with until Alex Marshall sprints to the opposite side of the pitch. McDonald to Kerwin Ellis. Scott Hammond. Ellis wants it back. Ellis gets it back. Takes on Tom Marshall. It's Kerwin Ellis. Ellis to Hammond. Will Hammond try one? He will try one! Oh, what a goal! What a goal! It may be a consolation, but it's an emphatic consolation. A looping, curling, dipping effort from Scott Hammond. It's got goal of the month written all over it. It's Ilkeston 3, Coventry United 1.
Come on, Elsie, we got the way. Pick them up.
Opening 5 matches in League and Cup. It will be their second defeat in those 5 matches, losing to Rugby in the FA Cup.
Go on, Alex.
Marshall looking to
Your mate down tonight.
bring Ilkeston 3 goals ahead again. Back through to Marshall. Slide by Marshall.
He's done him.
Marshall puts it wide. Catching the United defender out there. An opportunity for Ilkeston to add a 4th and restore their 3-goal cushion.
Hey, Lavelle. Every time.
Kick from Caswell. Hammond. Great touch.
Well done, Lavelle.
White appeals for the throw in for Ilkeston. He's not going to get it. Well, the dreamers among us would hope that United can replicate the Bromsgrove match and score twice in injury time. It probably isn't going to happen. As look at that, Hammond sends way halfway to Narnia. Ellis holds off weakly across to Jake Holt. Valance. If United can get a second back here, life will be made very interesting. Here's Luke Downs. Carey. Downs again.
Come on, get on him. He's here again.
Here's Hammond. Hendricks upfield. Switches the play towards Kyle Carey. Headed as far as Jake Holt for Coventry United. In towards Kerwin Ellis. Caught well, and that really should be that. We are into added minutes. Volleyed away by Mitchell. Hodgkins stretched but couldn't get anything on it. Fairclough can and sends Alex Marshall on his way. Is he going to run it into the corner? He tries, but he doesn't make it that far thanks to Jamal Clark. Walker. Ilkeston just trying to slow the play down. See this one out. Hodkinson. Third challenge from Carey. But Clark's pass is wayward. And White can make it 4-1. He nearly does. It cannons off the woodwork. The fans behind the goal started to celebrate before it found its final destination. But it remains 3-1 for now. Carey can only send the switch of the play to Terry Anderson's dugout. Talking of the dugout, our weekly dugout interview with Luke Morton will be uploaded to the Coventry United website on Thursday afternoon. We'll also be talking to Coventry United manager Jay Bradford ahead of the trip to Milton Keynes. Throw up line by Walker. Valance gets the crucial touch on it. Clark, up line to Valance, quickly closed down by Fairclough, taken out by Fairclough, free kick Coventry United. Caswell gets some yards on that kick. Only onto the head of Dixon, flicks on with the head of Fairclough. But Carey sends it straight to the path of Alex Marshall. Shoves Valance out of the way. It's a great determined run from Marshall. Still going Marshall. Has to hold his run as he was faced with Kyle Carey in his path. Now Luke Downs sends it to the left with Ronnie Hendricks. Hammond. Hendricks. A second goal will make life interesting for Coventry United. It's Kerwin Ellis. The second goal won't come. The first league defeat of Coventry United's Midland Football League Premier Division season. They keep their run going of scoring goals in all 5 matches in League and Cup. But the unbeaten run in the MFL ends here for the Red and Greens. A strong Ilkeston side did the damage in the first half. A spectacular consolation from Scott Hammond will put smiles on a few faces. But the final score in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division: Ilkeston Town 3, Coventry United 1. That'll do us here on Coventry United TV. Thank you for joining us from Derbyshire. Our 3 games in 3 days run comes to an end. The highlight of today's game will be on YouTube tomorrow morning, youtube.com/Coventry United TV. Make sure to hit the like button on the coverage if you did enjoy today's game. Leave a comment below with your feedback. Subscribe to Coventry United TV on YouTube for exclusive content. We're on Twitter at Coventry United TV. I've been Liam Cook. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on Sunday for our next edition of Coventry United TV.